We're back on the e-bike. We're getting ready to go riding now. It was extremely overcast this morning, and the sun is finally starting to come out now, so figured why not go for a ride. I'm going to start riding my e-bike a lot more because I finally broke the speed limiter on my e-bike. So this is an Amazon e-bike, and this bike, without pedaling, only went 12 miles an hour. Now, and it went from 0 to 12 in like 10 seconds. Now, and it only had 5 modes. We now have 10. And now it goes 17 without pedaling. And with pedaling, we could get this up to like 20 or 25. So we're going to start riding this a lot more now. The bike goes 17 miles an hour with no weight on it. And I don't weigh 0 pounds. So realistically, when the bike went 0 to 12, hold on. When the bike went 12 miles an hour without pedaling, once we got on the bike probably went 8 miles an hour without pedaling. Now, the bike goes 17 miles an hour without pedaling. But once we get on the bike, right now we're doing 11. Actually, we're not. Yesterday, I tested this theory. This speedometer is 3 miles an hour slower than what it actually is. So we're going 12 miles an hour right now. Realistically, we're going like 14, 15. Also, we now have cruise control, which is very nice. We're gonna take a new route. Well, you guys have never seen me do it, but we've never been this way before on the e-bike. Look, so right now it's in P, so now I'm in cruise control. So that's a new mode as well. I'm telling you, I did this like a week ago, before I went to the beach. Whoa, my rear brake definitely needs to be adjusted. That is crazy. I did it the other day before I went to the beach. Went into my settings, changed everything. Crazy difference. Like, it caps out at 16. But realistically, we were probably going maybe 20 or like 21 or something. So yeah, right now we're in cruise control, which is very nice. You can just kind of hang out while you're riding. There's a car behind me. I'm going the speed limit though, they shouldn't pass me. Anyways, so welcome back to another e-bike video. I'm gonna get on the sidewalk so this guy doesn't hit me. Welcome back to another e-bike video. And by the title of this video, I'm not really faking it, but at the same time, I kind of am. I wanted to get back on the street. It's fine. So the title of this video is I'm selling my e-bike, and it's not 100% that I'm selling my e-bike, but I might do it. I might sell my e-bike. So the reason why, because you guys know one of my good friends, his name is Rui on the internet, which is like the dumbest name ever. No offense. His real name is Declan, alright? And he got an e-bike recently and whatever. But then another one, so his cousin, who is also another one of my friends, he also got an e-bike. And that was a few days ago. So, since he got an e-bike, I figured the three of us would be riding a lot more now. So, and their bikes go like 30, 40 miles per hour. This bike only goes 25. And I've ridden with them once, and it's hard to keep up with them, I'm not gonna lie. So I thought to myself, maybe, so for those who don't know, we're going on vacation in September with them. And I'm gonna film the whole thing and whatever. And obviously bring the e-bike. So I was thinking after vacation, I put this bike up for sale. I save up my money through working, Christmas, and my birthday, which is in May. So roughly by the middle of next year, the middle of 2026, we would have an e-bike. Now there's a certain e-bike that I wanted. I'm not getting another Amazon e-bike. I'm not getting like a Ridstar. I'm not getting a Mac Fox. I'm definitely not getting a Surron or a Talaria. I know it's not an Amazon e-bike, but those are just a list of bikes that I would not want to get. So there's this one bike that I would get, and that's actually the bike that Declan has. It's a really cool bike. I think it's like 13 grand. I think it's like $1,300. And I would get it, but the only store, only store that sells it, they don't even sell the bike anymore. They're out of stock on it. And I don't know anywhere else where I could get the bike from, because I would get it in a store. And then obviously I thought about Facebook Marketplace, but I don't know, Facebook Marketplace, I don't really trust that much, because an e-bike is something that I would never buy used. Like, we bought this bike brand new. I would probably never buy a used e-bike, because buying a used e-bike to me, especially as from like another kid, like they do stuff to it, and like, you know, they could like cut a bunch of wires and stuff, or like certain stuff could be broken and they'll never tell you because they're kids, you know. So an e-bike is definitely something that I would never buy used. No cards are coming, we're good. So an e-bike is something that I would never buy used. And I just don't know what other type of bikes I could get. Let's go down there on the grass. Or we could go up there. There's a car over there. I just don't want to bother anyone. So yeah, now listen. Again, this is a complete maybe if I do this. And again, if I do this, it wouldn't happen for a while. So it's either I get a new e-bike, or I spend like $400 on making this bike go faster. Like, I get a bigger motor for it. But that's risky, especially with an Amazon e-bike or like a bike like this. Because like, this isn't an e-bike. This is like, it's a bicycle that is... This is a bicycle with a motor, okay? This isn't really an e-bike. So I just don't know how well it would work. I don't want to waste my money on anything that's not going to work, you know. But I mean, I got everything to work on this. There was so many problems with this bike before I switched all the settings. So, and I'll go over that right now really quickly. On the e-bike that originally wasn't working is my miles was not working. So when I got this bike, when you get every e-bike, normally it comes in kilometers, which I think is the dumbest shit ever. I don't know why it comes in kilometers, but I had like 100 and like, oh, I think I had like 200 kilometers or something. All I know is that I had something in kilometers, and then I saw what it was in miles, and it was like almost 200 miles on this bike. So I did break 200 miles on this bike. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna switch it to miles. So once I reset it, like I went into my settings and I reset everything. And then once I did that, my miles per hour stopped working. So everything switched to miles. Like, because this was kilometers, that was kilometers. Don't mind my nails, I gotta cut them. But, like, nothing was working. It wasn't tracking how many miles I was going or how fast I was going. So that's annoying. But now, as you see, we got the miles working. We have the speed working, which is nice. And, yeah, so we did that, and then also, like I said, this bike only used to go 12 miles an hour, and now it goes 17. Also, this bike picked up speed extremely slow. It now picks up speed, I mean, I would say pretty well. Like, I don't think that's that bad. And we just changed so much stuff in the settings. I mean, we did a lot to it. And, so yeah, I mean, at the same time now, I'm like, all right, I made this bike go a little faster, and it cost me $0. Maybe I just keep the bike for a little bit, you know, but I don't know. Also, riding season starts in October. Once riding season starts, man, I'm going to forget about this whole e-bike thing. This thing comes out, literally, this has its own season. And once I'm on riding my dirt bike, this e-bike just gets stored away in the garage and it never gets touched. So, I don't know. Let me know in the comments what you guys think I should do. pretty much it. Little update for you guys on the e-bike and what my plans are in the future. But like I said, once riding season starts and I get back on my dirt bike, most likely I'll forget about it.